Guys, welcome back. So, as you guys now remember on the previous video, I did install my ref counter or the tachometer as they call it. So now what I'm gonna do today, I'm gonna install the speedometer and then as well the FR gauge. But yeah, the FR gauge and then as well the speedometer. I'm gonna do it on two different videos, but I will be doing this both tonight. Both gauges I'm gonna install it tonight. But yeah, I'm first gonna install the speedo gauge, and then after that I'm gonna install the FR. So please make sure that you check the next video where I will be installing my FR gauge, and that would be the last gauge that I will install, and then all of my gauges are finally finished. And then yeah, I also made videos on where I've installed the rest of all of my gauges, and then also I did make a video about how to remove this whole cluster and then how to install the gauges there. So yeah, this is basically all of the gauges that all of those are installed them. Let's just see this one. Okay, this is the one I'm going to install now, and then this one I'm done with it. This one is the tachometer or the ref counter that I'm done with. So then after the speedometer I'm going to install the AFR gauge, but for now I'm going to install this Oki. Okay, so let's start. Here's my box. Then here's my gauge. Maybe move all these things first. Okay, here's my gauge. Okay. So now I'm going to take this complete unit out. I'm going to fit my gauge in here. There we go. Does look nice, decent and clean. Okay. Now let's start with the wiring. Okay. Actually the wiring on this one, I will be explaining to you both ways, but I will be using the easy one. I'll explain to you now how it's going to work. Okay, so now if you didn't have the other gauge, the same one that I had, you would be basically reinstalling this wire, and this is a basic power wire. So the black wire, it's for the earth. Then the red wire is a permanent power, and then the orange wire is just make sure that I remember. Yeah, the orange wire is to basically dim and bright it, and then the white wire will switch the gauges on themselves. But I will not be using this. The reason for that is on my other gauge, I do have this coupler that you basically give power from the one gauge to another gauge. They physically have got installed plugs for them. So it's a cool feature from auto gauges to install it. So that's I'm going to run my power source, so the gauges will also be synchronized, so it's going to turn on the same time, and I don't need to run extra wires or anything for that. So that's going to be very simple. It's basically just putting this one in here, just like that. Okay, and then next is going to be the let's see here. I'm going to install the module. It's a whereby you can control the gauge. Put this one in here. Then Also have the wire for the light, the shift light, but I'm not going to install it. Only need the sensor wire. Here's the one for the sensor, the speedo sensor, that I'll be plugging in, and then this sensor goes straight to the gearbox. This one goes in here. Right, so now that I finally have the wires connected, I'll show you guys now close up what it looks like. But now, if I'm going to take my wires, if I put positive on positive and then put negative on, now both of them is going to synchronize. It's going to be on, and looks wonderful. Let me just show you guys close up. Okay, now this is close up, guys. So now, like I said, we start with if you give them power. Remember, I'm still going to wire this to the car itself. It's just that we are testing it now. I still have a lot of wiring on the car itself, but now we're going to give it power. And then now that's basically what it looks like. Like I told you guys, there's my water temperature gauge, there's my ref counter or my tachometer, there's my speedo, and then there's my oil pressure, voltmeters, and my boost gauge. So now, yeah, please guys check on the next video. On the next video I will be showing you guys how to install the AFR gauge, or I will be installing my AFR gauge. AFR stands for air fuel ratio gauge, so I will be installing that gauge. I'm actually going to install it tonight. Like I said, this gauge's install was quite fast. Due to that, I don't have that many wiring to do, but I believe the AFR is going to take a while, so I'm going to do it. Maybe I'll show you guys exactly how I'm going to do it. But yeah, so if you guys watched the video, thank you for watching. It's been a really short video. I hope you can check the next one. Then I'll see you next time. Cheers guys.